So, man, when it goes wrong, it goes so horribly wrong. Just like the stock market, you could be cruising along, making a little bit of money every day, and then you blow your account up and your career's over. What's up? How'd your day go? Possibly these are the worst 48 hours I've had in 9 years. 9 years, I've never done this poorly. Everything I did, I can't say everything, but basically everything I've ever learned or taught myself, I just threw out the window. I ignored everything that I ever came to know and believe. Uh, I fought the market. I decided to hold on to losers and hold my losers, cut my winners off. Um, just didn't even use the VWAP. I wasn't even looking at charts. I just kept trading when I was already on tilt. So basically, if there was a rule book of what not to do, today was that day. And it's unbelievable that as I'm doing it, I'm saying to myself, what am I doing? And I still press the button. That's some sort of degenerate addiction that you need to embrace, that we all have that inside us, because I consider myself pretty disciplined. I actually, it was as if I've never seen a trading platform before. I have never seen the stock market before. It was like some sort of bizarro world for me today. And the saddest part about it is that it all started off pretty good. Well, let's talk about what happened yesterday. Um, the enormity of the UVXY crashing it was phenomenal, but at the same time, horrifying, because I never got anything except for some I sold some 260 calls. Sorry, I think not the two, was it 260? Whatever. I shut my computer off already at this point. September, I think the 260s, maybe they're 280s for 17 bucks and 12. And I covered those this morning at 460. That's insane. Okay. And, it was offsetting some of the beat down I took in the middle of the day trying to play a little bounce on UVXY. Again, I made the money back. But this is the kind of day where I'd be walking out of an office, or when I traded on in Wall Street, I'd see some broker that I hardly know, and he'd be walking over me, give me a high five or something, and I would just punch him right in the throat. Because I fucking hate up days like this. I despise the bull market. You understand that, right? You understand that I like when the market goes down, because that's when my skill shines. I know how to play reversions to the VWAP. I know how to play the squeezes better than these gap up days where they just keep going up and up. And there was a day, I know in the middle of the day, we had a slight pullback and I could have fixed the entire thing. But at that point, I was completely on the wrong side of every trade. Everything I touched was a nightmare. It was as if they knew I was trading, to the point where just when I thought there'd be one trade that didn't go back up without me, it ran up without me at the end of the day. It was like that. And what made today so much worse than any day of experience, and possibly, I got to say, since 2011, since I blew my account up in 2011 with that massive QQQ position, I've never traded this poorly in my entire life. Okay. Absolutely, it was as if somebody was forcing me to do it. It was otherworldly. I couldn't stop myself. It was unbelievable. I don't know what was going on. You're at the poker table and you should be getting up. You're at the blackjack table and you're getting your ass kicked, but you don't want to leave, and you just keep putting more money on the table. Absolutely insane. Absolutely just ridiculous. So how did it all go wrong? Where did it all go wrong? Well, look, it all went wrong because this market gapped up today, and it surprised me with the UVXY the way it was happening yesterday. So let's recap. I did the smart thing. As the volatility was crashing, I started selling options, because when volatility crashes, the option prices crash along with it, even if the stock doesn't move. So let's take Costco for an example. Okay, thanks, bro. There's so much to talk about right now. I'm going to try to sum it up, because I'm just going to go really just open up my vein in a bath right now. It's like that. It's like that. But for me, I need to talk about it so then I could get over it. And I've been talking about it to my guys today. And again, this is the part that you can't teach. I can't force somebody to stop doing something dumb, because I just experienced it and I've been doing this my whole life. you get into this mode. You're so angry. You refuse to stop doing what you're doing, even though you know it's wrong. You can't control yourself. It's insane. So I went from being a genius to a complete loser. And that was the part where I couldn't accept that. I was like, how am I doing? Why is this happening? How did it get so bad? So again, with the Costco, I was selling naked calls on the Costco. Again, I only had 100 shares left, but I sold like 3 calls because I knew once the premium started coming out of those options, I sold a Costco 355 call for $15. And the stock pulled back maybe $1, but the volatility got crushed that the option fell 50% and the stock was actually up the next day. So that was amazing. All right, sold three or so of those, and then I sold my Costco right around that 295 area. So that trade turned out to be pretty good. I lost a little bit on the Costco stock itself, but I crushed it on the options. Okay, awesome. So I was like, hey, that's a great idea. So let me start selling some QQQ calls. Now again, this is why I've been talking about not buying puts in the market. Imagine you bought a put for $12. I mean, you were talking about the craziest premium we had seen in our lifetime. I had never seen premiums that high that were pricing in every day. The options were priced as if we were going to go down 20% the next day. So they were absolutely out of control. So what I was looking at was that I looked at the QQQ. 237 was the all-time high. I was making a bet that no matter what happened this year, we're not going back to 237. So anything above 237, I was selling the premium. So I was taking in the premium for people that were buying the options from me that thought we would have a recovery by the end of the year. So I'm selling September's and December's and January's and next March and next June. I'm already out a year and a half, just throwing offers out there, hoping somebody buys something from me because I don't want to sell on the bid because the spreads were so big, right? So I got some done, right? I got some done. It's amazing how the market's still going up. If they left it open 24 hours, if they didn't close the market right now, we would be at Dow 30,000. That's the program that's on right now. It's just the slow grind up, crushing every short imaginable, and it's on cruise control right now. There's nothing you could do about it. We had one sell-off. I mean, we had 2 that opened in the 2 o'clock fucking, but let's go back to the story. So selling premium, I'm a genius, right? Phenomenal stuff, right? Costco. And then I bought some stocks that I thought were the Illuminati. Halliburton, $5. You give me AIG at 17, I'm interested. I'm in. Obviously Costco. Space gets down to $10. I mean, even I'm dollar cost averaging down there at $10. But then those were just meaningless positions. 5 contracts, 100 shares, couple 100 shares here. 5 contracts at AIG, 5 contracts on Halliburton, thinking that I'm going to have time to really get into some of this stuff. If I like this Halliburton over the next couple of days, maybe I'll buy some more. Who's buying more? The stock was 420 the other day. Now it's at 7. It's not a good buy anymore. If you liked, Dave & Buster's at 6, you're buying it now at 14. If you liked American Airlines at 9, you're buying it here at 19. Stocks went up 100% today. You're not supposed to see that. So again, I became reverse greedy in a way. The prices were getting so awesome. And again, my family now can make fun of me for the rest of my life. I said to them, look, I never thought we'd ever see Tesla back at 385. Here we are, 385, and I don't want it. I was like, now that it's at 385, I'm thinking 350. If it breaks 350, I'm going to finally get to buy this thing back at 250 where I originally had it, all way back when I was, last summer. And then it goes right back to 525 in a day and a half. So again, that combination of the mistakes that I made literally and the woulda, coulda, shouldas, the woulda, coulda, shouldas this time are so enormous that I feel like I blew up my account. Oh, I helped lose a lot of money today by actually kept on trading, but the enormity of the number is just baffling. It's baffling. considering I was short UVXY at 110, losing money that day. Considering I'm selling premium at $17 and covering for 4, I'm only doing 2 contracts. I could have done 10 contracts. That's $8,000 right there. But that's not where the story ends, right? Cisco getting beat up on that fucking piece of shit yesterday, right? Zoom's going crazy. I'm thinking Cisco should go along for the ride. In Cisco, lose 200. In Cisco, lose 200. In Cisco, lose 200. Stock goes up 6 points. Cisco's never gone up 6 points. Maybe when it was an $80 stock in 2000. Obviously, we mentioned the space. I'm in that thing at 1050 the other day, making $400. Stock's at 17 now. AIG, I'm in that thing at 1750. Lost $500 on it, and then I decided to hold 300 shares, so I made some money on that. But every trade I lost money on yesterday was rubbed in my face so hard today that it was hard to comprehend what I was looking at. That's how sick it was. I'm in Boeing, under 100, freaking out. Stock's at 140 now. I'm in Verizon, losing $1,200, trying to trade 400 shares of Verizon, getting lit up yesterday. Stock goes up 20 today. So basically, if I had fallen into a fucking coma with the positions that I lost money on yesterday, I would have made close to $200,000 today. That's insane. And that's a real number. That's insanity. We're talking about 20 points. We're talking about 23 points on the diamonds. 15 points. I'm in the Qs at 171, freaking out. But nothing's crazier than that UVXY. But that's why now what led into today is so upsetting, because I'm trading UVXY, making that stupid video yesterday, right? I'm like, wow, look at this thing plummeting. So I gave it a whirl there at 60. Next thing you know, wham, I'm out 3 points. I'm like, holy shit. Next thing you know, it didn't break 57. I bought it back at 57 and made some of that money back. Whatever. But the diamonds were sitting there, still red. So I'm like, you know what? I should buy some of these right here, because this market's going to go up tomorrow. Volatility crashed. Sunday was the tip-off that we were at new lows, but volatility was not at new highs. That was your first sign. Volatility was not increasing anymore. The VIX stopped going up, and the UVXY had already starting its descent. Oh, I played some space today, but again, I did nothing right. I've never traded this poorly. It's like I've never seen anything. I've never traded stock before. I didn't even know how to send an order. Basically, I threw the rule book out the window. I'm trying to pick tops. I'm adding to losing positions. I'm trading when I'm already pissed off. I shut the computer. I went around. I came right back. I put the computer on. I immediately do a trade. If there was something I could have done wrong, I did it today. It was absolutely insane. Never, ever have I done this poorly. So mixed in the fact that I took some big losses, and again, I came out ahead yesterday, but anything I lost money on, and it was Cisco, it was Visa, and Beyond Meat, lost got $3,000 or $4,000, right? $3,000 or $4,000 at least in those 3 positions yesterday, right? So basically, if I had just knocked the shit out of myself into a fucking coma, like I said, and woke up just now, my 400 shares, 400 shares of Beyond Meat up 11 points. 400 shares of Visa up 20 points. 400 shares of Boeing up 33 points. Obviously, the diamonds, the Qs, the UVXY trade. But then, the best part of today was that, oh man, it gets even better. Whatever I did throughout the day, I was like, all right, I'm going to put my stop here. The trade would go to my stop, get me out, and then maybe dip a second, and then rip without me. every trade. But let's go back to the beginning of the day. Market's gapping up. I'm a reversionary trader. I'm looking for shorts. I start the day off with Twitter short. Look at Twitter at the beginning of the day. What's up? $300. Usually I quit and I get on the microphone and talk all day. All I try to do sometimes is make $300, but $300 in this market, come on, you got to be able to find opportunity. And there was another one. I'm shorting RAD. Fucking RAD. Shorting the RAD, rolling over through 17 and change, right? What was it? 17 breaks back under 17. I'm shorting this thing. Wham. Sorry, it was above 17. Yeah, 1750. I'm in Twitter. I'm in RAD. And we're still looking for shorts, right? What am I doing? I'm shorting space for a 50-cent pullback. Yeah. Wait, there was one more. CVS, Diamond, EA, Oxy, RAD. Oh, Halliburton. I'm thinking, hey, I own Halliburton. Things at $7 or $6.95, right? And by the way, there was a Netflix short in there for a quickie. There was a Procter & Gamble short in there also. They're meaningless trades at this point. But I'm looking for shorts because I like to play the fades, right? And then the UVXY. Somebody says, hey, why don't we buy the UVXY? I'm like, I don't know. Something's broken about the UVXY. I mean, damn, that thing's falling like it's going to go right back to 35. And then I said, yeah, but I do like it here down at 47.50. So I buy it at 47.50 as a goof. Wham! Stock starts to rip almost to $50. Starts to roll over. I sell it at 49. And then, not doing much, just watching. Market's just ripping. And UVXY starts to go up. And suddenly, everything went wrong. UVXY sitting there. I'm like, is this thing going to break 50? Why would it break 50? Why is this thing even going up right now? I decide not to buy it. 52.50 in 2 seconds. I'm on tilt. 53, 54. Market's ripping higher. I'm like, okay, now I truly don't understand what's happening. I'm looking for shorts. UVXY is going up. The market's going up simultaneously. No clue. So I'm thinking, all right, maybe UVXY is telling me something. Yeah, it's telling me I'm about to get my ass kicked. So I throw a little short on, some diamonds. Wham! I'm out $1 in 2 seconds. $500 out the window. 2 seconds. I try it again. I'm like, come on, UVXY can't be rallying. This market can't keep going up. Bang! Another 100, another point in my face. So I'm like, all right, let me stop doing that. Maybe the Qs will roll over. So I'm getting convinced that the UVXY is trying to tell me something by rallying while the market's going up. So I kept trying to short. And I'm getting annihilated. Short Boeing, crushed. Short the Qs, done. Short diamonds, getting hammered. I'm thinking, what the hell's going on here? How could Uber still be going up? Any moment, any stock stopped going up, I was like, all right, that's got to be it. I put a short on. I put a stop just above the price where it stopped going up. Bang, stopped out. And UVXY keeps going up the whole time. So what's the sickest part about the whole day is I was up about $723 at one point. And I wound up getting annihilated. And again, it's not the money. I didn't lose 100 grand like I did in 2011. I would never let that happen again. It's the fact that someone who knows what they're doing, like me, could go 0 for 17. I could have taken a shit on a keyboard and done better. Everything I did And the sickest part is how badly I traded this CVS, because I look at the CVS chart. I'm like, what was I even thinking? I look at the CVS chart now. I'm like, what was I thinking? But the harder I look, now I see what I was thinking. I was like, okay, broke the new low, and then it ripped up. I covered some there. I covered some when it got right back to the VWAP. It never broke the VWAP, and then it rolled back over. So now I'm thinking, hey, I'm going to short it again. Then I don't get my entry, right? Next thing you know, I'm shorting it again, bro. Yeah, I know, bro. 5301. The king right here. 5301. I'm shorting it again with 2,000 short shares. Woof! Right in my face. Got to cover 1,000 pretty quick right there, right? And I'm like, all right, I'll give it to the multi-day, and I'll give it to the 1 minute. I covered 1,000 immediately for a quick $500 loss. And then I was like, all right, I'll give it to the multi-day and the 1 minute. Meanwhile, here I am in a trade that normally I'm the guy buying it at those prices, but now I'm getting stopped out of a short at those prices. Completely on the other side of everything I teach, everything I do, everything I live for. I'm on the other side of the trade. That's how fucked up today was. It was actually if I was trading against myself. Sickest thing ever. And I just got done talking about how awesome I was because the Halliburton trade was phenomenal. And I know it wasn't the greatest thing in the world, but I top ticked it and then top tick it. It didn't break 7. I nail it at 678, 675. And I'm like, this thing's going to pull back right to 650. And then you're probably going to get another quarter. So I had 4,000 shares. Boom. 2,000 out at 650. Then I started piecing out of the last 643, 640, 630, 639. Got to 625. And then the stock popped and did a really nice thing. But after that, once the UVXY broke 50, the whole shebang changed. So self-analysis is the only way to learn. I got to blame the UVXY. Breaking 50 and rallying pretty much all day and staying strong just blew my mind. Literally blew my mind. Like I couldn't comprehend how to do anything after that happened. I was so shocked. And then the enormity of everything I had sold yesterday and the fact that I was short the UVXY and I'm not rich right now. Well, first I was long at 14 and then I'm short at 114. Oh my God. And somehow 90 points has eluded me all in the last 10 days on one damn stock. It's like 90 points back and forth. And you know what it comes down to? While all of this is happening, I'm trying to remain calm. I'm trying to give ideas to other people. And meanwhile, the sick thing is, I'm actually giving ideas that I'm not in to the room. And thank God, because none of the stuff that I was doing personally did I talk about in the room, which was the sickest thing. So it's like no one would believe that I did this poorly because anytime I was on the microphone, I was saying some decent trades, some good ideas. Netflix short, Halliburton short, the Costco short, PG short, then the PG long. It's unbelievable. The duality of realities that I lived in today. So now what do? I need to just take a day off. So tomorrow I'll get on. I'm not, maybe I'll short some premium if there is some premium to be shorted in the UVXY. The market blew my mind today to the point where I want to go outside and lick people's faces because I think the virus is fake now. I don't know what to think. Again, I'm not a Republican or a Democrat. I'm a matrix believer. I believe none of this is real. Now, I woke up and I know a lot of people probably think the same thing, that this virus was pretty damn convenient. And considering, if you look at have you read, there's a website about all the people that die every year from certain things. Do you know 7,000 people a year die from diarrhea? How many people have died from this virus so far? 400? And we're shutting down the whole goddamn planet. 400 people in this country, right? So now I'm looking at this thing. I'm like, you know what? This market needed a reason to go down, because it definitely wasn't the reason that the bears were saying, right? You fucking morons. I don't want to hear that shit. You know who I'm talking to. You people are the worst. Every reason you thought the market would go down is not the reason we went down. They concocted a goddamn virus that they're going to use as a weapon, and it got out. And if you don't believe that, come on. Now to make up this whole story, China and the bats and the bat soup. No, it's a terrorist attack, but it's not even a terrorist attack. The Illuminati. These are, what's the one? Not casualties of war. When you got people who die that weren't supposed to die in the main battle. Something, something, something. What are they called? You know what I'm talking about. Come on. What's the word? Not casualties. People that die that aren't supposed to die in the blast are known as collateral damage. Anybody who's dying from this virus, it's collateral damage. They don't care. They shorted the top. They sold their stocks. It's the Illuminati. The they that we're always talking about. They. I know 4 people that have it personally now. Okay? My buddy from Bank of America. He's fine. His wife didn't get it. He didn't give it to his kids. He's feeling fine. He's awesome. A married couple that my son's friends' parents, my son's friends' parents, beautiful couple. Love them too. They're feeling better. Had a fever for 3 days, but my friend Anthony was feeling shitty, so he quarantined, and it got worse. So he figured, all right, I'm not feeling good. I'll just stay alone and it'll go away. And it didn't go away, and it got worse. So he probably was one of those guys that should have went to the hospital a week ago, and now he's in the hospital. He's got to get, help breathe. So that's some serious shit. Because you can't make light of it, right? I understand that it's real. But you're looking at this thing, and it just seems real convenient. The timing of it all. And the pseudo mass panic. We should have panicked a month and a half ago. Maybe 0 people would have got it, right? South Korea did a pretty good job of panicking right away. China did a pretty good job of panicking right away. But more people died of E. coli More people have died from the mumps. Well, I'm not sure the mumps, but diarrhea was on the list. E. coli on the list. N1R1, SARS, bird flu, all that stuff. Now I get it. They wanted to scare the living shit out of us so we wouldn't spread it some more. Because right now they don't have a way of giving you a shot and preventing you from getting it. But right now, statistically, it's a fart. But now if you look at the market, okay, and I know it's my own fault. I got reverse greedy. What do I mean reverse greedy? In my wildest dreams, if if Tesla ever got back to 385, of course I'm buying it. And there it was, staring me in the face. I was happy with AIG at 30, and there it was at 16, and I'm not loading up. Halliburton under 5? Well, at least I bought the Halliburton under 5. You know they're not going to keep Halliburton under 5. And on 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 and on. But at those levels, I'm thinking, all right, if we're going to get that bounce, it's probably going to be, I'm thinking we've broke the economy. You've shut down the world. How could we possibly have a sustainable market rally? And there is the rub. Why now did I choose to think this was real, the market? None of it's real. But suddenly, I decided that it's real. Oh, the market, it's tied to the economy. Oh, the market's not going to rally without the people going to work. The market's not going to be able to rally because the earnings are going to be bad. The market's going to be broken because of the economy. Since when do I give a shit about that stuff? But suddenly, now I cared. And there was another mistake I made. Suddenly, I'm a fucking fundamentalist. I'm thinking about earnings. The fuck do I care about EBITDA? That's my shit. That's the whole point of my existence. I don't care, but then suddenly I care. Well, the AIG numbers might not be that good this quarter. I better not get involved here. Oh, I'm analyzing Visa. Well, the work slowdown, the credit cards are going to default because people aren't going to pay their bills because they're out of work. Maybe I shouldn't buy Visa here. Well, if they can't get to the Costco, then maybe I shouldn't own the Costco, even though they can get to the Costco and I'm sitting there doing this analysis. Where for the last 9 years, I've been saying I don't give a shit about any of that. But now suddenly, over the last 48, 72 hours, I'm thinking, I'm crunching numbers. Oh, let me check the back. What's the book value here on the AIG? Let me do some math here. Maybe I shouldn't buy it here. Oh yeah, I need to be concerned about the chain of the semiconductor chain. One thing leads to another. I mean, the Broadcom and the Qualcomm and the Apple. I mean, we're all destroyed. Since when does that matter? But then suddenly it all mattered. So, what did we learn? We learned a valuable lesson that UVXY obviously is bullshit, right? We knew that. But now, wow. you really got a good glimpse of how fucked up it really is. 135 to $45 in 3 days in a market that hadn't even started going up yet. We hit new lows yesterday. But let's round it all up. Let's round it all up right now. All I talked about was 1880 on the Dow and 171 on the Qs. When it if this market ever gets to 1880, I'm all in. That's the 6-year VWAP. Oh, if the Qs get to 171, you got crazy support there. I do nothing about it. Take a snapshot of your computer today. I don't know what you guys look at, but you ain't seeing this ever again. Maybe tomorrow. But you ain't seeing this ever again. You're not going to see stocks up 100%. Usually there's maybe 2 of them, and it's some pump and dump biotech stock. You got like 10 dozen stocks that are up 100% or more in a day and a half. That's not supposed to happen. And you know what? Here's the best part. I owned a stock this whole time that couldn't even fucking move. That goddamn piece of shit VGR. You got stocks going up in 100% increments. I got a stock drifting down. Who's not smoking cigarettes? They're a cigarette and alcohol company. Who's not smoking and drinking during this thing? Stock's going down every freaking day. Not even it hardly even bounced. Just mortifying. So at this point, I don't even want to comment on the direction of the market. Now I'm thinking all-time highs within 5 days. Because why not? See, that's the attitude you need to have. But for some reason, you gotta, no, UVXY is over. It's over. Just get out and just trade it if it ever starts going back up. Absolutely, it's a worthless product. Worthless, completely worthless. But if you want to go down with the ship, sell premium. The options on the UVXY are so jacked. You can go out and sell an $85 call 6 months out and get like $30 for it, probably. It's designed to die in any moment of stabilization. But that's what's so sick about how poorly I did these last 2 days is that Sunday night, I'm freaking out, right? Because I sold some UVXY calls. And I'm thinking, oh no, this thing's going to open up at 190 on Monday. The futures are down lock limit, but the VIX was only up 12%. I'm thinking the VIX was going to be up 40%. I thought the UVXY was going to open up at 175 on Monday morning. And it didn't. And that was my moment right there. I was like, you know what? I think we just priced in the chaos. If the VIX is pricing it in, then the market's going to rally. But why didn't we rally yesterday? I was so right and so wrong. And that's what's insane. I was so right, yet everything I did was wrong. And where did we even open up on UVXY Monday morning? I don't even remember. So by 9 o'clock, we were already back down to $83. Wow. We had opened up at 7:30 that morning at 90. We had 98 still. I thought you'd be at 140. No, I didn't think we'd be at 140 because I saw the futures. That's what gave me hope Sunday night. I was like, wow, we're lock limit down, but I'm thinking that maybe the worst might be over tomorrow. And then obviously the Illuminati knew that there was going to be a plan. I still don't know if they've actually voted on anything, right? Has anybody come out and said something? I love everybody. The Democrats are blaming the Republicans are blaming the Democrats, and everyone's posting shit on Facebook as if they know. Well, if it wasn't for Pelosi, well, if it wasn't for face, what the guy's name? The freaking that guy. I love how everybody posts shit on Facebook as if they really know what's going on. So I'm posting, you guys realize we're all in the Matrix, right? And you're a bunch of schmucks yelling back and forth each other about Trump and Pelosi, right? And Mitch McConnell and the Democrats and the Republicans. You know, none of them control anything and they're not looking out for your benefit. It's all about the corporations and the Illuminati anyway, you dumb fucking retards. And then my wife's like, why do you post shit on Facebook? Because I'm the only one that talks any sense. People think I hate Trump. I hate all of them. Every single one of them. Because they're all puppets. They're all being controlled by a master that nobody knows. The faceless guys. The ones that you don't know. Those are the ones who control shit. You think Mitch McConnell's doing shit? Mitch McConnell's a fucking puppet. He's worse than a puppet. He's a hand puppet with somebody's fucking hand up his ass. The worst of the worst. Trump's got nothing. None of these guys. Pelosi, Schumer. Come on. You understand? They didn't have to sign the deal. They just mentioned that there might be a deal. What? Was there not going to be a deal? Was there not going to be some government intervention while the market's crashing? There always is. So that should have been priced in. Of course there's going to be a deal. Because it's all fake anyway. I love when people, oh, this debt. Oh, this debt. I love these people. Ah, post it on Facebook. Oh, yeah, you need to look at the debt. Did you look at the debt clock? Did you look at the debt clock? Oh, we just went from 3 trillion to 17 trillion. So, and what's changed? Nothing. Nothing's changed. I went to the store, the bread was there, and I used my credit card. And if I would have held on to the Visa stock, I could have bought as much bread as I wanted to for the rest of my life. Ah, the debt. Ah, it's going to get your grandkids. Ah, your grandkids going to be in debt. The empire's going to fall. No, capitalism can't work. The fuck are you talking about? Who cares about the debt? It's not real. Who are we paying it back to? Nobody. Who do we owe that money to? Nobody. It's not real. Who's coming to collect? Is the guy coming to Yeah, yo, America. Yo, America, you owe us 17 trillion. Pay up, motherfucker. Right now. Who's coming? If it wasn't for the fact that I have a friend in a hospital, I'd be even more insane right now. And that's another thing about the Boeing. I was like, whenever the UVXY crashes, you all right? What up? Why? Ask your mom. I'll call you. If I had some more time, I would read you one of my hedge fund guys sent to me 5 days ago. I don't know, bro. UVXY, it was an oversold bounce. It was a technical bounce on UVXY, which is not supposed to happen, but it did. And I tell you, once UVXY went over 50, my entire brain shut down. My brain shut down. That's the only explanation. My brain shut off. Nothing I could do after that was right. I mean, I was on the other side of a VWAP trade. I mean, normally I'm the CVS buyer on that dip back above the VWAP, and I'm short. That's how bad today was. I was the opposite guy. I was the bizarro trader. I was the anti-VWAP. And that's the thing. That's what's there were so many things that were disappointing to me. I said, as soon as Boeing puts in a real bottom and UVXY starts to fall, I'm going all in on the Qs and the diamonds. Nah, I'm short. Blinded by rage and just being completely annoyed. Cisco, Visa, and Beyond Meat. $6,000 out the window trading those 3 stocks yesterday. Talking about $100,000 today if I just would have let those trades ride. It's and Boeing. Despicable. You got that message?
What message?
Your boy needs you to pick him up from Ian's house.
I told him no.
Oh, yeah?
I told him to call you.
Oh, call me. I'm not wearing pants right now. I can't even get up. All right. It looks like I got to go rescue my son from somewhere. But hey, listen, I'm going to do what I do best tomorrow, not trade, and just tell people what to do. Because, wow, I'm pretty damn good at that. Because I better not touch a keyboard tomorrow. I mean, I'll be tempted to, I got to try to make some of that UVXY money. I feel owed, and that's not a good way to going into the next day. I feel like I'm owed something. Very bad attitude to have while you're trading. Market owes you nothing. Nobody does. By the way, UVXY has rallied 3.5 points while we're sitting here. It's again, we were doing wonderfully with this thing up until the last couple of days, and now it's completely baffling to me. So that's that. All right, I gotta get my kid. So I'm gonna shave my body completely hairless tonight. I think something like that. I'm gonna go. Oh, you're gonna go?
Could you?
Yeah.
For another 20 minutes.
Oh, it's my mom's birthday too, right? So tomorrow would be a good time for you to come to the website if you haven't, because I'm going to go on the greatest tear you've ever seen. Now that I'm not going to push buttons for myself for a couple of days just to chill, I'm not going to have a losing idea probably for the next 3 weeks. You're going to be like, dude, you must have made $1 million. And I'm not going to put one trade on, especially if after I just sat here and watched this UVXY now go up 4 points. I was debating whether or not to buy it in the aftermarket because it worked. It was the complete opposite of what I was thinking. And I'm on opposite mode and it went up 4 points. It's insane. It's just, I guess she's going. What just happened? I think I'm getting divorced. All right, I got to go. So I'm telling you, I'm going to be on the sick after 2 days like this. I will not have a bad idea probably for the next 6 months. Sign up now. Sign up now. Learn this VWAP because I'm telling you, man, if you saw the 5-year VWAPs where the market went to, you'd be stupefied. The YM futures, the Dow futures went to to our 5-year, I think it was maybe the 5-year or the 6-year, to the penny. And this guy over here, this guy Solid Jello, he's invented other things. We got 1 minute multi-day VWAP, right? And then we got the hourly anti-VWAP. And then got the anti-hourly VWAP. We got the combination. And you got the regurgitated VWAP, and then you got the scurvy VWAP. Just absolutely insane. Luke, what are you doing? Take the class, man. Did you take the class? You took the class, right? It's just insane. What do I think? I think I got a bullet in my head today. That's what I think. I was on the wrong side of everything. That's what I think. So tomorrow, it's a fresh new thing. It's VWAP. And that's it. Luke, email me, man. Pony up a little bit of money. I'm giving shit away now. 3 months and the class. We had a coronavirus special. I'll still honor it. I can't believe I'm watching this UVXY, dude. What it's doing here? I mean, this is just despicable. It's right to the last moment. It's like every tick is a freaking stab in thy heart today. Wow. All right. I got to go have a coronavirus FaceTime birthday party with my wife and kids and my mom. Yeah, Duke. Duke, are you the Shadow Man? Shadow Man. You know I'm not running stuff anymore, right? I'm just the figurehead. I'm just the content guy. You got to talk. Well, email me and talk to the Minotaur. He's running shit now. Yeah, thank you. Solid Jello is the idea freaking VWAP coding guru now. I'm the all-knowing warlock. Content, comedy. I'm the comedian, executive officer. And up until these last 2 days, I've been on fire. But the best part about it, if I wasn't doing this video and telling the truth to my friend, to my people, no one would even believe how bad I did today. But this is my therapy, as it always has been since 2007. Remember that first video? When the market was rallying without me? Oh, bro. Yes, talk to Solid Jello. The dude this guy in the last 3 years has perfected the VWAP and can now translate his skills and VWAP coding into other platforms. Not all platforms, but drop him a line, drop Solid Jello a line, email me the Minotaur, or just the best way to do it is info at hit the bid. Hit the bud. Hit the bid.com. Just now? Oh, I can't even type. I can't even type. Sitting in the dark, that's why. Info at hitthebid.com. Even Kramer doesn't know what to think. Oh, I gotta get on this call. But yeah, we actually have a team I mean, I don't really leave the house, and now it actually is good that I don't leave the house so much. But we've got a team of people. The Minotaur, Solid Jello, and myself, and a ragtag group of misfits making some phone calls, and we've got, we've gotten over. We have our, I'm amazed at how many people are showing up on a daily basis now. It's finally catching on. And what's really cool is I got an email the other day from a company that's now using, why am I talking like walking? I just defaulted into that. They're using multi-time frame VWAPs, and they wanted me to do a little tutorial. So this shit is catching on. People are implementing it and putting it into their platforms, therefore making it work better. Remember, the more people that enjoy it and use it, it does work better. You know why? Because if you've got 10 people that think a chart pattern works well, it's not that great. But if you have 10,000 people that believe in it, it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy because we all believe it. So if something breaks, we're all buying it, and that makes it work. And then the algos help us too. The only good thing about algorithms is that they are programmed around the VWAP, and we got the formula that they like to look at. And when it hits it to the penny, it's something that to this day, I've been using the VWAP now for 7 years. I am still absolutely amazed every day how well it works. And what's great about it is that it's the only thing you do need to know. A little VWAP, a little confidence, and try to control yourself when you're on tilt. Just when you shut the computer off, leave it off. I shut the computer off twice today, came back, and went right back into trading. Whoa! Twice. Holy shit. I'm out there. I'm out in my front yard in a beach chair listening to freaking Pink Floyd. And I'm like, all right, man, this day I got destroyed. And I still opened the computer back up and I went and lost more money. I mean, it was something. It was something. Oh, man. But I feel better. I feel a little bit better now. Yeah, but now it's kind of like now, Damien, I thought like the same kind of thing. My dad said, why don't you keep it to yourself if it works so well? It's definitely gotten better. Oh, yeah. I was like 0 for 24 at one point. And the funny thing is, you never trade as much as you do when you're having a bad day. Because you're on a freaking mission from hell to try to do something right. I was on a death trip today. So sick. And I was up 700 to start the day. Remember that conversation? I was like, and there are guys up there in their cubicles right now. They wish they could make $700 on their own without a boss. Patting myself on the back. Oh, my day's over. It's only 10. Well, actually, it was over like at 10:05, 10:15. Oh, man, if everybody could. I only just worked for 45 minutes. Look at me. Yeah, look at me. Look at me taking a freaking plunger in the ass and not the stick part, the wide part. It always resorts to me getting things shoved in my ass. You ever notice that? And then it keeps getting worse. It's still not over. I was in USLV. I think at $27 just the other day. Right? 27, I think it was. I was like, I'm going to try a oh, God damn. I'm going to buy a dip in USLV. Uh-huh. Wow. I'm in the J Nugget. Well, J Nugget's still only $6. I mean, I was in that thing at $4.20. But I was in USLV at $27 like 3 days ago, right? Or 2 days ago. Dang. Let's just not have another one of these days ever. All right? So there is no virus. There is no spoon. This is all bullshit. And don't ever take it serious, because this is what happens when you start taking it serious and overanalyzing. You get crushed and you don't do anything. Fed's buying everything, leaving nothing for us. Exactly. But why did it not happen yesterday? Again, I don't want to get back into the whole thing, but what the fuck happened yesterday? We should have been rallying into the close and crushing everybody. But no, we sell off. I'm nervous to hold overnight. I'm thinking, for the first time, I'm ready to hold overnights in the diamonds and Qs, and I talk myself out of it. Bang. All right, send us some emails. We'll get back to you. We got people who are competent working for us now. It's fantastic. All right, it's like a real business now. And again, if you're ever talking to some guy, oh, by the way, the guy that thinks Oliver Velez is the greatest trader in the world, why don't you Google his criminal record? All right? Oliver Velez. There's a reason he was out of the business for 3 years, because he was on the run. Oliver Velez, in the business for 25 years. His reputation, I don't know how the guy does it. He's a real criminal who stole money from people that I know. But yet, every 3 years, he reinvents himself, and people think he's the greatest trader in the world. This industry sucks. All right. I'll take you. See you tomorrow, man. Yeah, Robot Man. Hey, they worked today. It's just I didn't work. And that's a big part of trading. The trades did not fail today. I failed. Me. Everything that went wrong today, my fault. Nobody else's. The trades were there. I just refused to. I mean, the QQQ. I mean, look what happened at 2 o'clock. From 2 o'clock to 2:15, we got the 2 o'clock fucking. You finally got a counter trend move from 2 to about 2:30. You broke back above the VWAP and you rallied 800 points. That's my trade. And for some reason, I'm shorting into that move. That's fucking crazy. Oh boy. Completely lost my shit today. All right. I feel better now. Look at what happened at 2:15 when you got back over the 1 minute and then you got over the multi-day again. Look at just the diamonds. What time? I think it was 2:15. You broke the VWAP, you came right back, you chopped around, and that was the end of the sell-off. So you're basically buying the VWAP break at 217, and you're using the bottom of the move. So again, if you're buying diamonds, you got to risk yourself at least $1.50, $2, right? $200 stock in a volatile market. 198.75 would have been your out. It's only $1.25. And we rallied 1,000 points off that VWAP break. And that's how easy that trade was. But I just sat here just angry and looking to short it when it didn't break that high. And then we sold off for 2 seconds and it ripped up in my face again. I mean, it was despicable what I was doing today. But we all learned a valuable lesson. Don't do those things. All right? UVXY forever. See ya. Make sure you get those little emails. Talk to this guy, Solid Jello, or the other guy up there. Gordon's one of our guys. Tell these guys, man, we've been doing it for 20 years. You're still going to have these days. All right. info@hitthebid.com. April 4th is our next class. 5.5 hours of just chart porn. VWAP pornography. You're gonna have VWAP just coming out of your ears. April 4th. Join the class. We'll give you 3 extra months for $1,000. And then if you want to stay, you pay the full membership fee after 3 months. It'll be the greatest 3 months of your life. You'll even get to take, I think I'll do another class probably before your time is up. It'll be the best $1,000 you ever spend. All right. I'm out of here. It's just one day, right? It's just one day. It's just one day. See ya.